Well, we figured it out. Hi, you guys. That's proof that you don't need to be like technologically smart to be successful. Okay, so happy Thursday, you guys. I'm super excited for tonight. Lisa was asking who wanted to host, and I quickly was like, you know what, I'll just do it again. So thank you for getting on. I want to go over tonight about some applicable things that we can do to work our business, because I know a lot of times, we hop on Zooms and we hear people's stories, which can be inspiring, right? Like, I love a good story. I love a good, like, rags to riches. I love a good underdog story, but I want sometimes to have like true applicable tips. Like, inspiration's great, but like, what do I do? You know what I mean? Like, how do I do it? So I want to give you guys some tips on those things tonight. I get questions all the time on exactly how I work my business every single day. And I posted this in my team page, like a day in the life of a 200K, like literally what I do on a daily basis to work my business. So I wrote down everything. If you are on my team, or you've ever been on like one of our working Zooms that I'll host for our team, we do open them up to the dream team. So if you've ever been on one of those, some of these might be a little bit repetitive, but hang on with me, because when I'm done, I do want to go over Q&A. So if you have any questions, put them in the comments. Everything goes. I don't care if it's personal development, enrolling, follow-up, consistency, organization, time blocking, like literally whatever you want. Give me 1 second, because there was something in this book that I wanted to like touch on. It's Jason's book. It's so good if you guys have not read it yet. So I am gonna check the chat when I'm done talking. So literally, you guys, I don't care what it is. Anything goes. If you have a question, toss it in the chat and I'll answer it for you. Okay, so number one, you guys, when I wake up in the morning, I'm just gonna walk you through my whole day, okay? Ouch. When I wake up in the morning, the first thing that I do, number one, is take my 3 steps, my jumper cables. But I personal develop. Like, I love books. You could do Audible, you could do a book, you could do a podcast, you could do whatever you need to do to get your mind right, and personal development does not always have to be reading a book or a podcast. Personal development could be whatever puts you in the right mind space. It could be going for a run, going to the gym, listening to worship music, cleaning your house before your kids wake up, even though they're going to wake up and destroy it anyways. Personal development could literally be anything that makes you happy, that fills up your cup, right? And I think that that's so important, because you guys, in this business, things are going to happen. You're going to be shot at, okay? Like your mindset and like your mind, it's going to be shot at. Courtney Glacier mentions bulletproofing your mind. And I don't know if you guys have ever heard her say that, but I love her explanation of it, is because to bulletproof something, what is bulletproof? Okay, what is heavily guarded? Banks, the president, federal buildings and offices, right? Why are these places bulletproof? Because they're of value. Okay, those things are important. You know who's not bulletproof? McDonald's. Okay, and I love me a McGriddle in the morning. Okay, like, I'm not hating on McDonald's. I know Janelle loves McDonald's. She's got the app on her damn phone. But McDonald's is not bulletproof. Why? Because it's not shot at, right? The president, federal offices, banks, those things are of high risk of being, shot at. I'm gonna be careful what I say there. I don't want that like federalities, whatever, knocking on my door. As an analogy, don't come for me. But your mind, it needs to be bulletproof, because your mind is going to be shot at. Your mind is of high value. It's going to, be shot at, and you want those things to ricochet, right? You want those things to not penetrate, your mindset, and to bring you down and to discourage you and cause you to, mentally check out, because things are going to happen, right? New levels, new devils. When one of my girls had done 40K on my team, I was like, you know what, congratulations, but new levels, new devils, so get ready for it. Things are going to happen. People are going to talk. You're going to be told you're in a scam and nobody ever makes any money and those products don't work. And my friend's sister's dog's goldfish's best friend tried it and she didn't like it. Like, things are going to happen. People are going to leave your team. It just, it's the inevitable, right? This is network marketing. There's a reason that only 1% ever makes 6 figures a year in network marketing. And it's not because, someone is more worthy than the other person, but it's because that 1% were the ones who are willing to develop themselves and to grow and to learn and to overcome those obstacles and to not give up. Okay. So personal development. Next, if you are on my team, this is no secret to you, but we do affirmations in our chat every single morning. I have my personally enrolled chat, and then we have 6 or 7 other leaders chats. And every single morning, every one of them goes off, and we all are in there with our affirmations. I'm a firm believer in affirmations. I'm a firm believer in typing them out. It is scientifically proven that your brain cannot decipher the difference of what you speak and what's reality. Okay, so if you wake up in the morning and you speak these negative things over yourself, I can't enroll a customer, I can't go 4K, I can't earn that bonus, I can't do this, I'm not a good leader. Guess what? You're right. Okay, when you wake up and you say, I am patient, I am a good mom, I am a good leader, I am earning this bonus, you're going to take those action steps necessary because your brain already is jump started now to make sure that those things happen, okay? So affirmations are super important. And don't just be like winging them off, right? Like don't just go, oh, so-and-so said, I'm a good leader. I like that one. So I'm a good leader is going to be my affirmation. Make your affirmation something that's going to help you break through those limiting beliefs. If you have those limiting beliefs that you can't go live, you're too scared to go live, make your affirmations, I am amazing at live videos. Like if one of your limiting beliefs is, enrolling customers, right? Like, you have this limiting belief that you can't enroll customers. Make your affirmation, I am a customer enrolling machine. So you want to counteract those limiting beliefs and really drill them into yourself, okay? Next, after we're done working on our brain, because that's the most important part, because this business is 80%, 90% mindset, I go in and I wish everybody on my Facebook happy birthday. Now I message everybody happy birthday. I do not post on their wall. Reason being is because 300 other people are posting on their wall and you want to stand out. I will remember someone a lot easier if they're in my inbox telling me happy birthday and asking what I'm doing that day. In the last year and a half, I've been a little bit funky. So I have said, hey, happy birthday. Not sure, what the rules are where you are, but I hope you're able to go out and at least enjoy your day somehow, right? And that starts that conversation going. I always message with the intent of a conversation. I don't just say happy birthday. I say, any plans going on, or you stuck working. I have some friends that are in the medical field, and I'm like, happy birthday. I know you're working, but make it a good one. And that starts that conversation. Next is I follow up every single day, if I have people to follow up with, obviously, and I do have a calendar in my phone. So I want to talk to you how I organize my potentials. I don't know where my phone is. It's right here. Okay, so everybody's phone has a note section in their phone, right? I am not a organizer, book, planner person. Okay, I have 700 papers right here that you could not see. I don't know what the heck's on them, and they're unorganized and they're all over the place. Okay, don't ask me to write something down on paper because I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna lose it, and I'm gonna never see it again until I'm throwing it out one day. Okay, so I keep everything in my phone, and it's easy because when I have it in my phone, if I'm out and about and someone messages me that they're interested, how many times have we been like, oh, I'll write their name down when I get home. Do you really though? Do you really? Because probably not, because I've done that a million times where I'm like, I'll write their name down when I get home, and then it's gone. Okay, so if I'm out and about, someone messages me, before I even respond to them, their name goes in my notes. Because again, it's easy to have a conversation back and forth, and then, in a little bit, I'll put their name in there. In a little bit, I'll write their name down. And then you never do. So I see them message me. Before I respond, they go on my phone, okay? And I'll show you how I have it. It might be backwards for you. Yeah, it might be a little bit backwards for you, but I have, you can see February, December, January, November, right? I have the months. So I have the month of the time that they reached out to me. And then in it, I obviously have their names. Okay, so these are my potentials from March, and then you can actually bubble them, there's little bubbles by the names, and then you can click the bubble. So these are the people that I enrolled in March, right? So I can click it and be like, okay, enrolled them. So that's what works best for me for my potentials. Now, how I follow up, I do have a calendar in my phone. So if they say, Friday, I'll put it in my calendar to go Friday. And I will offer them a sale, but I do not tell them what the sale is. Literally, the biggest game changer in me is 1, offering a sale and not telling them the sale. I'll explain that in a minute. And 2, speaking retail, okay? So offering them a sale, when I message somebody, let's say for example, Michelle Spain, how you doing? I love your DFD right on your chest, where everybody can see it. So if I'm messaging Michelle and she was gonna get the 3 steps, I would message her and say, hey, Michelle, I just wanted to check in, see if you had any questions. I wanted to let you know that I am doing a personal sale right now on that 3-step system that we talked about. If you want any more information, I'd love to talk about it. Notice how I didn't tell her what the sale is. She has no idea. It could be free shipping. It could be free sculpt. It could be $10 off. It could be anything, okay? Like fill in the blank, whatever sales that you guys do with your credits and the incentives. If Michelle is truly interested in ordering, she's gonna come back and say, well, then what's the sale? Okay. And if I were to just message her and be like, oh, it's like when you get in bed with somebody the first night, you're like, here's all the information, like, here's everything. Like, are they gonna call you back the next morning? Probably not. Okay, so Janelle, don't laugh at my analogies. I see you, you're right next to my face up here. Okay, so don't give it all away, you guys. I use the drip method, what's called the drip method, where you just give a little bit at a time. You just give a little bit, and then a little bit, and then a little bit. Okay, it's called the drip method. So I'm dripping information. If I just say, I have a sale and it's boom, 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 she's gonna read it. She has no reason to ask me any questions. She has no reason to respond to me if she's not interested, right? But if I say I have a sale, let me know if you want to talk about it. She's gonna be like, well, what is it? Okay. So that is something that's helped me a lot to also generate responses and not get ghosted as often, because hello, we're in sales. Like if you think that I don't get ghosted or Lisa doesn't get ghosted or, you know, Maria Diller doesn't get ghosted, like we absolutely do. So that's how I talk about the sales. And then retail pricing, I always talk retail. If you're at our team page, I believe it's also in the dream team. If not, just I can share it in there. But in our team page, we have a big spreadsheet that has retail price, the auto ship price, and then the difference. Okay, so it says all retail, auto, difference. And so if someone's coming to me and they're like, hey, you know, I'm interested in the 3 steps, like, you know, can you give me some pricing on it? I will tell them, if you add vitamins, 2 boxes of shakes, because the 4-week pack comes with 2 boxes of shakes. So vitamins, 2 boxes of shakes, and then the premium DFTs, you're looking at $248 retail. Okay. So I'll tell people it normally retails for $248, but I can help you get it for $150. Okay. Now, obviously, you know, if you have credits, you can offer an additional incentive. But I always speak retail. Hey, I want balance. Okay, awesome. Balance retails for $52, but if you're okay getting an order in right now, I can actually help you get it for 40, you know? And whenever I am putting an order in, we all know the importance of putting an order in on an auto ship, even if they turn the auto ship off afterwards, which I'm gonna write this down really quick, because I actually, not to toot my own horn, but I'm actually pretty good with customer retention. So I'll talk to you about that in a second too. I always put their order in for them, because how many people have gone in and screwed it up or canceled the auto ship before placing the order, and then now it doesn't count for your credits. And now, especially with the Vegas tracker, if y'all are pushing for Vegas, which you should be, part of that is auto ship customers. Okay. So I always ask for their information and put their order in for them. Y'all, it's not weird unless you make it weird. It's like, I get questions like, well, they don't hesitate to give you their credit card information. Like, no, because I don't make it weird. Like, I'm like, hey, I'd love to get this order in for you. If you got a few minutes, I can just grab your information and we could just get it taken care of. And they're like, great, what do you need? You know, I don't ever say, well, if you're comfortable with me doing it, but like, if not, it's fine. Like, I don't mind either way. I'm like, no, give me your info. Like, give me your card information. Okay. Quick side tip on how I get people to stay on an auto ship is I'm willing to bet that 90% of you guys will walk somebody through ordering or put the order in yourself and then go, boop, delete auto ship. You're all set. Let me know when it comes, right? I was guilty of doing that. It's okay. I would put people's orders in, and the second that I placed that order, I would go in and I would delete their auto ship. I didn't even tell them it was an option, okay? What I do now is I tell them, hey, your order's all set. And so I always, when I talk about the 4-week pack, I mention that extra 3 box of shakes. Okay, you're getting a 3 box of shakes with this order. So when I place their order, I say, hey, your order is all set. I'm super excited for you. Let me know when it comes. By the way, do you want to have this set up as a monthly order? If you do, you will continue to get that 3 box of shakes every single month. Okay, you can pause it, edit it, or cancel it at any time, right? So I tell them like, hey, you could go in a week from now and cancel it. It doesn't have to run, okay? But if you leave it on and it does run, you're going to get that second box of shakes for free every single month. And they're like, you know what? Leave it on and we'll see how it goes and we'll see how I feel. And 90% of the time, 95% of the time they love it, they leave it on. Okay. A lot of us are too scared to even give that option. A lot of us are scared of the word auto ship, but it's not a scary word when you're talking about a product that everybody freaking loves. Okay. And I tell them, you're going to get a second box of shakes for free every single month if you leave this on. However, you can pause, edit, or cancel anytime. Okay. And that kind of takes like the scariness away from the auto ship word. The next thing that I do, I just went on like a tangent there, I'm sorry. I have notes to keep me from getting distracted, and then I still can get distracted, is I interact authentically. I want to build relationships with people on a true level, okay? I would rather have 5 people who are ready to lock arms with me and run to the top of this compensation plan than 500 people that do nothing. Quantity over quality. I would rather have 2 real best friends that I could trust with my life than 100 friends that talk about me behind my back, okay? Quantity over quality. If you can only interact with 3 or 4 or 5 people, like a true conversation a day, that's fine by me. Guess what? I just made 3 new friends. I just had 3 real conversations, okay? Versus I just interacted with 50 people's story who I like heart reacted to it, or we're never gonna have a conversation. Like, what's the point? Right? So I interact authentically with people. I post on my Facebook and my Instagram, obviously, that is a given. And I'm a firm believer, you guys. So in my last business, we had what was called the 3-3-3 rule. And it was 3 business posts, 3 product posts, 3 normal posts a day. Okay. How many of y'all remember that? I know some of you do. The 3-3-3 rule. Okay. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. That's 9 posts a day. Are you freaking kidding me? Who has time to do that? Okay. I am a firm believer that you can get enough value, jam-packed. I know, right, Caitlin? Ew. You can get enough value jam-packed into one good, hard-hitting post, and you don't need to post 10 times a day. Okay, I can make one post that would do the same thing as somebody who's posting 15 times a day. How? I pour my heart into it. I am vulnerable. I connect with people on a personal level, right? I share like then versus now. I make them think. I try to inspire them, try to encourage them to level up. You know, like, hey, what if I could do that? What if I reached out to her and messaged her? Like, you know, what if I tried those products? Like, what if? You know, I want to make people believe in themselves. And for a second, think, what if I could do that? Right? So y'all can scroll back on my feed if you want, in my stories and or my Facebook and my Instagram, and see what I'm talking about. I post ideas from my 5s list. If you don't know what a 5s list is, it is when you have 5 things about the products that you love. It could be the vitamins, the taste of the shakes. It could be the new chill, which I'm so excited for. It could be the thirst. My husband is drinking on my thirst. He's drinking on my thirst. He's taking on my move. It could be 5 things that you love about the products, okay? And then 5 things that you love about the business. Not network marketing, but Lavelle in itself. What do you love about Lavelle? The free products every month, the no auto ship thing, the no website fees, nothing like that, right? I love that. Part of my 5s list is the auto bonus. I have a Cadillac and I have a Land Rover. I love the auto bonus, okay? If it weren't for the auto bonus, I'd be driving a clunker, because that's what I was driving before I started this business. If you have not yet hit 12K, or you do not yet have a luxury vehicle, or you're not yet getting your vehicle paid for, the auto bonus may not be on your 5s list. That's okay. You can add it to your 5s list when you get there, right? Or even if you're not a 12K yet, that auto bonus could still be on there. You could still love the fact that you're working towards it and talk about it. Okay. So those 5s lists, whenever you're like in a crunch and you're like, ah, crap, I don't know what to talk about, I don't know what to post about, go to those 5s lists, and then you'll never run out of things to talk about. Okay. And when there's a new product release, Chill is announced. You know, if you love Chill, you love the way it tastes. I heard it tastes like dinner mints. I haven't tried mine yet. It's not here. Jealous if you have. Add that to your 5s list for the products. Okay. So those 5s lists help me post. Another thing that I wrote down, and so I share my stories every hour. I try my best. I'm only human. I'm not perfect. Sometimes I do go a couple hours without sharing, but my main goal is to share in my stories at least once per hour. Why? Because every time you post in your stories, you get bumped back to the front of everybody's story feed. When you log onto your Facebook and your Instagram, the people that you are seeing in the front of your story feed are the ones who had just posted in their stories. So if you post in your stories and you don't post in your stories again for 10 hours, you are at the very ass end of everybody's story feed. Okay. And whoever goes through everybody's stories, not me. Okay. I want to be at the front of your feed. I want to be the one that you're watching first when you get on your Instagram, because I'm posting in there every hour. So if I notice that I have like no valuable content, right? Or like I literally don't do like jack diddly squat some days. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I homeschool. I mean, we're on summer break now, but I have 2 toddlers. I homeschool. I literally just sit home. I'm a homebody. I do nothing. Sometimes I'm just boring. Okay. But you guys, don't be afraid to be boring too, is the thing. I'm gonna throw that in there. Don't be afraid to be boring. You don't need to be out here skydiving, riding private yachts, going to Germany and doing all the crazy things to think people, think that's what's gonna attract them to your business. Okay. People cannot relate to that. Your everyday, average, ordinary person is not jumping out of a plane in Amsterdam. Okay. They're doing the same damn thing as you, which is nothing. Okay. Going to work, raising their babies, and trying not to lose their shit. Okay. How many of y'all can relate to that? See, don't be afraid to be boring. People relate to boring. Hey, I'm Katie. I'm a stay-at-home mom of 3. I homeschool. My life is literally super boring, but guess what? I'm able to make a really nice income from home. I'm trying to like stay compliant here because I know this is recorded. I'm able to make like a really amazing income from home. I'm normal. I'm as normal as I come. I'm not afraid to be boring. Okay. So if I'm posting to my stories and there's like a big gap and I'm like, shoot, I got to post something because I want to bump my stories back up, I'll just take a picture of me and my son. If my makeup's done, I'll do like a little boomerang of me being like, my makeup done. I got ready today. Like, it's a win for me. Got my makeup done today, right? Just to boost that back up. So try to get creative with things to post in your stories. And then I do opportunity stories. I don't know if y'all follow me. My Instagram, it's just Katie Muntz if you want, or my Facebook, obviously, Katie Muntz, my name. I do opportunity stories 2 to 3 times a week without fail. Never will I ever miss doing one. It's where I share the opportunity, and mine are all essentially the same. They all say the same stuff. I do change the pictures up a little bit to keep them fresh. But I share, I get asked about what I'm doing. I'm partnered with an online wellness company that specializes in premium grade nutrition. What we have is unmatched, and I share the compensation plan, the VIP bonuses, the auto bonus, the rank advancement bonuses, the no auto ships, the no website fees, right? If you missed your VIP bonuses, that does not mean you can't talk about VIP bonuses. If you missed, if you're not a 4K yet, that does not mean you can't talk about a 4K rank advancement. If you don't have a car and you're not a 12K keyword yet, that does not mean that you can't mention in your opportunity stories that we have an auto bonus at the 2nd rank. I don't know if y'all know this, but there's some companies out there that make you have $100,000 in sales, $100,000 in sales to get your car paid for. And I think you have to maintain that for like 5 months in a row. Okay, so what we have is literally unmatched. I will put my, I don't want to say my team, but like essentially my organization, our organization, I'll put our numbers in there. I'll say, 3 years deep, and this is what we've got: this many promoters, this many customers, this much in sales, this many auto bonus earners. And if you're on my downline, you can always take those numbers. Okay, we're approaching $6 million in sales, and I can tell you I did not do it alone. I am not a robot. I did not do it by myself. So if you're on my downline and you ever see those numbers in my stories, you are free to use them yourself. If you're not in my downline, message your upline, message your 200K, like, hey, where are we at in sales? Like lifetime sales, what's our team done? How many auto bonus members we got? How much in free product have we earned? And you can use those numbers. Don't be afraid to message your upline, like, hey, I'm trying to grow my business. I'm trying to enroll some promoters, give me those numbers, right? And I bet you they gladly will. Okay. So that's what I have for my IPAs. And then I did write down a couple little tips I want to share with you. And then I'm going to open up to Q&A. So if you have any questions at all, please put them in the chat. I do see a couple, like 2. Come on. Are you freaking kidding me, you guys? 2, and y'all don't want to hear me talk. It's fine. It's fine. All right. So, couple things I did want to mention is to not live in your chats. Money is not made in team chats. Okay, team chats are for questions. Team chats are for celebrating one another. Team chats are supposed to be positive and uplifting. You will never, ever, ever see me in one of our chats asking for prayers. You know, you will never see me going in there complaining, oh, so-and-so said they got a rash. You'll never see me in my chats going, look at my package, it came all dented, UPS. You'll never see me do that. You'll never see me do that because I want my chats to be uplifting and positive, and I want people to feel encouraged and inspired in there, okay? And don't live in your chats because I love you guys. I'm in a chat with a lot of you guys, but like y'all are already here. I'm working my business, you're working your business. If we're truly working our business, we don't have time to be in the chat all day, okay? And I also follow what's called an 80-20 rule. So 80% working my business, 20% training my team. I will bring them in. Y'all, we all have the same resources, okay? The same resources that helped me build a 200K organization, the same resources that helped Danny build an 80K organization, Janelle Prince built a 12K organization. We all have them. We all have the same compensation plan. We all have the same, we're all on the same team page, we're all on the dream team, right? We all have this Zoom. My team, we do working Zooms Monday through Friday. They're posted in the dream team. They're always open to all you guys. We all have the same resources, okay? So if somebody wants this bad enough, we're gonna give them the resources and we're gonna say, hey, I'm here for you. I'm gonna walk you through everything. And any questions you have, like I'm here, let's do this together. But that's only 20% of my time because the other 80% of my time is out growing my network and building that following. And I also want to say, you guys, I heard this on a podcast and I loved it so much, is quit focusing on sales. How many of y'all wake up, and I'm guilty of this too, like I'm talking to my old self, okay? We wake up and we're like, I gotta get sales today. I gotta roll a promoter today. Gotta sign up a customer today. I need sales. I need X amount of volume. I need it. I need it. Focus more on potentials. Focus more on generating new, some people call them leads, new potentials, right? Because when you sit there and you're focused on sales and you're not focused on generating new leads or new potentials, y'all stay harassing the same 5 people. Like, are you ready to buy yet? Are you ready to buy yet? Like, stop harassing these people. If you were getting new potentials and growing your network every single day the way that they should be, you would not be waiting on the same 3 people to order for the last 6 months. Okay?
I'm gonna go do this right now, and I'm gonna go get a new recruit.
You guys, I focus on how many people can I get to message me? How many people can I talk to about the product? How many people can I talk to about the business? Not how many people can I enroll? I don't care how many people I'm enrolling. How many people am I talking to about it? And because I talk to a lot of people, my enrollments are high. I've enrolled 14 people this month. It's the first. Okay. I focus on talking to new people. I think that was what I want to say about that. Okay, then you would stop harassing like your grandma and your neighbor about it. So next thing, how many of you guys have ever compared yourself to somebody? Okay, number 1, comparison is the thief of joy, okay? I literally used to spend time, there was like a couple people that I like stalked heavily, like I just loved the way that they work their business. And the first thing in the morning, first thing I do is I go watch their stories. What do they post? How are they posting? What do they put in their stories, right? And what I've noticed is that you don't have time to compare yourself to people if you're working your business. Those times I would spend so much time consuming other people's comments, or not other people's comments, other people's content, that I was taken away from the time that I was working my business. And at the end of the day, the only thing I'd ever done is watch somebody else's stories. And I would compare myself to them because I would look at somebody else's post first. And then when I go to put my post up, I was like, but mine's not as good as theirs. Mine doesn't sound as good as theirs. Mine's not as inspiring as theirs. Mine's not going to attract as many people as theirs. And I would literally doubt myself out of posting about this business because I was looking at somebody else's post first and then comparing my thoughts and my post ideas to theirs. Okay, so at the end of the day, and during like the evening when I'm laying down, if I think of somebody, I'm like, hey, I'm going to watch their stories. But I've already done all my work for the day. I've already shared my own stories authentically. Me. I've made my own posts, my posts. They're authentic. They're mine. I'm not over here trying to compare myself to everybody else and post like everybody else. I'm being me. That comparison will literally rob you of your joy. And if you're truly working your business, you don't have time to compare anyways. Another thing that I want to mention is the 4K and the 12K rank advancements. Those are June, July, and August, okay? And I do want to say something real quick, and I don't mean this harshly. I'm saying this because you guys need to hear it. Tough love, right? Maybe not tough love, I don't know, like love is love, right? Every single person on my organization, oh, Jason, hey, I just saw your face, how are you? Tough love, okay. Every single 4K or 12K on my organization in my downline, before they hit 4K or 12K, or even 40K or 80K, they were consistent 100% of the time, 100% of the days for 30 to 60 to 90 days previously. 90 days before they hit that rank, okay? They were all consistent. They were hard in the paint. They were in the trenches for 30 days, for 60 days, for 90 days. They weren't taking weekends off because they didn't feel like it. They weren't saying, oh, well, so-and-so said it's a scam, so I'm not gonna post for 3 days because now I'm discouraged. They did not give a crap. They were like, you know what? I'm going all in. I'm going balls to the wall, right? Does anybody else say that? I say that. They were going all in every single day without fail. And those are the ones who earned those rank advancement bonuses. Those are the ones who are hitting those ranks. Those are the ones who are creating that weekly income that they put on their dream board or their vision board or whatever. And they're doing these things because they were consistent. Okay. Not one of them was like, oh, well, I'm discouraged, I'm going to take this week off. Or, oh, family's in town. Like, it's fine if I just don't get on social media for a few days. I'll jump back in a little bit. They were consistent all the time, okay? So this is a 90-day business. I've preached on it before, and I'll say it until I'm blue in the face. You have 90 days of planting, 90 days of reaping. If you are in your planting season typically looks like, you're talking to a lot of people, but not a lot of people are hitting that order button, right? That submit button. That's your planting season. When you're like, I'm doing the do, I'm showing up, I'm being consistent. What the heck's going on? Why am I not at this rank yet? Why am I not enrolling people yet? That's your planting season. And it's so important to stay through that planting season because after that 90 days of planting comes that 90 days of growth. Okay. And guess what? All those seeds that you planted in that 90 days, when they grow, you want to make sure that you're here to watch it. Okay. There are people that come to me. I can't tell you how many times, hey, I want to order. Hey, I want to join. But the person that I was talking to no longer does it. Don't be that person because your work that you put in, it's going to flourish. Are you going to be here to help them sign up? Are you going to be here to help them order? Only you can decide that. Which also brings me to my last point, and then I will look in the chat if you guys have any questions. I had a girl sign up with me in November of 2020. No, November of 2019. Okay, she came in. She went 12K in like 2 months, did really well. And then she quit, fell off the face of the earth. She doesn't respond to my messages. She posts on social media and there's no hard feelings. I still love her the same, but she's just not here. She's not active anymore. Okay. She just decided it was not for her. And during rank advancement bonuses, not this time around, but when there was a rank advancement bonus for every rank, she would have earned a $40,000 one. Okay. Let that sink in. She quit. She was going through some hard stuff. I know her details. I'm not going to get into it. It's personal stuff, whatever, but she let it get the best of her. And that sucks because she would have earned a $40,000 bonus. I think it was like March or April. And she didn't get it because she's not here. Okay. There are people in my back office who have that little red exclamation point next to their name. It's like not qualified, not active, who have 12K organizations, who are doing $25,000 in team sales, who would have hit 40K. And they're not here anymore. Okay, don't let that be you. You have no idea when it's going to take off. You have no idea when that next person is going to come into your inbox. You have no idea when you're going to sign up that person who catches the vision like you do. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share. And then I also want to read this real quick. How many of y'all have read Jason's book? 1, 2 people. Are you kidding me? Get off of here, go buy Jason's book. What are you guys doing? Okay. So there was something in here that I had read, and it was so good. Okay. And it says, do you have the mentality that no matter freaking what, you're going to accomplish what you want? I don't care how many times you fail, keep going. What's your hot button? What is your hot button? Maybe you can't stand that your kids go to childcare. You want to get your kids out of daycare, that's your hot button. Maybe you envision a better life for your family. Maybe you're sick of the status quo. If you dig deep, there's something that has to power you emotionally. Whatever that is, harness it and use it to drive your desire and your want to go win. Dial it in, fine tune it, and use it as your fuel. You guys, what is your hot button? Find your hot button, okay? And don't make it a monetary amount. The title of the book, it's called Thriving. It's Jason's book. Whatever your hot button is, and don't make it monetary. Don't make your why be that you want to make $500 a week. Don't make your why be that you want to go 12K. Make your why, so there's a difference, I think, between goals and vision, okay? A goal is a rank, a goal is an income, okay? But a vision is what keeps me going. What's your vision? Your vision is not what's gonna come to fruition next week. Your vision is something that you want 5, 10 years from now. You know what my vision was? To be able to stay home with my kids, put my bills on auto pay. I want to buy their first vehicles. I want to retire my husband, he's a hard worker. I mean, I have to fight him to the bone to get him to ever quit a job, but I want to have that financial stability. I want to give back more money than I used to make in a year. I want to travel the world, and I want to encourage and inspire other people to do the same and follow their dreams. You guys, that's not something that you get in a week. That's not something that you get in 30 days. That's something that comes down the road. That's something that comes in years from now, right? It took me 6 years of grinding and hustling and working my business, because I ran a different business for 3 years prior. My vision was to buy a house, put my babies in a home that we owned. And I did that, and it was 4 years, I think 4 years to do that, okay? So your vision's gotta be something that's out there, okay? We're not working for Tuesdays. I'm not here just for next Tuesday. I'm not here for the Tuesday after that. I'm here for what my life's gonna look like in 5 years. What do you want your life to look like in 5 years? That's your hot spot. And if that drives you enough, and if that's something strong enough, it doesn't matter who comes at you or who says what or what happens to you, or people can leave your organization. I mean, your whole business could crumble. Been there. I had 9 12Ks leave my team in one summer, and they all took all their people with them. Been there. I went from a 200K down to a 40K. Been there. But I stayed, and I kept going because my vision was stronger than that. And guess what? We re-ranked the 200K and had our biggest sales months ever. Okay? Y'all can do it. Stay close, cling to that vision, okay? So I want to open up the chat. I just like speech impediment to chat. If y'all have questions, let me scroll up. Okay, how do you use the drip method with new customers or getting them to try it for the first time? Okay, so I actually have a video. If you're on my downline, I have a video that literally is like what I say to a T to everybody. But when someone comes to me, let's say, for example, they come and they say, hey, I'm interested in that product you're using. What is it? I say, it's called the Thrive Experience. Have you ever heard of it? That's all I say, okay? I like to use the KISS IT method. It's called Keep It Super Simple. Or if you're like me, I say, keep it simple, stupid. That's just how I am. So I keep it super simple. It's the Thrive Experience. Have you ever heard of it? Okay, no, what is it? It's a 3-step system. You do it in the morning, and it fills your body's nutritional gaps. Well, what are the 3 steps? It's a vitamin, a shake, and a DFT. Those 3 steps are going to enter your body. They have different delivery methods, so you can actually feel them working and you feel good all day long. Okay, how much is it? Well, it normally retails for $248, but if you're interested in trying it, I can actually get it to you for $150. Well, let me talk about it with my husband. Let me think about it. I don't know. Would you be interested in trying a trial pack? It's only $25 for 3 days. You'll see how good the shake tastes and how you feel. Okay, notice how I'm only answering what is asked of me. Somebody sent me a screenshot one time, and she was like, can you tell me if I said this right? Somebody that came to her and they're like, hey, what are you taking? And she was like, it's Thrive, it's 3 steps. Here's the PDFs. This is how much it is. But if you add on auto ship, it's this much. And you can Thrive for free. And I was like, whoa, girlfriend. It's like, no wonder she ghosted you. You just threw up words all over her. I only ever answer what is asked, okay? And if somebody kind of leaves me hanging, or like if somebody here's the thing. I had a TikTok the other day go viral. It was like 360,000 views about the business. And my inbox was flooded. And instead of throwing up word bombing at other people, I said, what questions can I answer for you? I want to know what questions can I answer for you? Because I have two people right in front of me. Okay, Angela and Amy. If Angela comes to me and Angela is only worried about the compensation plan, and she comes to me and says, can I have info? And I start sending her ingredients, she's gonna be like, I don't care about the ingredients. Like, I eat McDonald's every day. I don't care about the ingredients. I want to know how I'm gonna make money. I want to know the compensation plan. I'm telling her information she don't even care about. And now if Amy comes to me and Amy is super crunchy, only eats organic, cloth diapers, like Crunchy Mama, right? And she's worried about the ingredients, and she messages me, hey, can I have info? And I send her the compensation plan. She's like, I don't care about the compensation plan. I want to know what I'm putting in my body. I always ask people, what questions can I answer for you? Because some people don't care about one aspect and they only want to know the other aspects. You don't want to give them more information than they're asking for, because that's when they get overwhelmed. And when you overwhelm somebody, your chances of signing them up are slim to none. Because they think now, oh, if I sign up with her, I have to spew that out to everybody the same way she just spewed that to me. Nope, I'm out. You overwhelm somebody and they think that they need to overwhelm other people and they don't want to do it. Okay, keep it simple. That's my drip method. The 5 list categories. I do 5 things about the products, 5 things about the business, and then 5 things about myself. I think that's super important that you don't lose yourself. So many people sign up and they turn into a damn robot. They're like, sales, 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 must get sales. I'm like, y'all, stop it. People are your friends on Facebook because they love you. They're friends with you. They want to, see your kids. They want to see your life. They want to see what you're doing. People aren't friends with you on Facebook just to be sold to by some sales robot. Okay. So 5 things about yourself, like I love to travel. I have kids. My 2 toddlers are a year apart. Okay, so that's part of it. I talk about like toddler mom life. I'm a stay-at-home mom. We homeschool. That's one of it. I love my Instant Pot. I'm always cooking in my Instant Pot, right? Like I share my Instant Pot in my stories. Like my son does Taekwondo, so I'm always at his lessons. Like those are things that I share. People know that about me because I share them consistently. Okay. I used to do this thing where I'd like open up my mail on a live video once a week. I'd save all my mail because I ordered too much stuff online. And once a week I would open up my mail. And I remember I missed a week one time and somebody messaged me. She was like, you didn't get no mail today? I was like, I didn't even know you watched my videos. And she was like, I live for those videos. So you never know who's watching. You never know who's noticing, right? Share who you are and share your stuff. Okay. Let's see. How do I keep my potentials organized? Brittany, I already went through that, but you're late for everything. Sorry, I had to. I do it in my notes section. I think I've shared it with you before, but I do it in my notes section on my phone, and then there's like a way to bubble them, and then I click off the bubble as I enroll them. My number 1 tip, be consistent, which I know you're probably like, I hear that all the time, but like literally consistency is key to everything. Consistency in eating right if you want to lose weight, consistency in going to the gym if you want to bulk up, consistency in your business if you want it to grow. I mean, consistency in, your relationship if you want to flourish, like your relationship, like consistently potty train your kids. You do it, like you have to consistently put them on the toilet. You know what I mean? Like consistency is my tip. Stop taking days off because you don't feel like it. I know that sounds harsh and I'm sorry. And like, this is where it comes out of me a little bit, but like if you have jobs, and a lot of you guys do have a job, okay? You have your 9 to 5 job or whatever. And one day you wake up and you go, I don't really feel like it. You don't go to work. What's going to happen? A, you're not getting paid for that day. Okay. Obviously, how many of y'all can wake up, choose not to go to work and still get paid? It don't work that way. I wish it did. And B, you might get fired if you do it enough times. Okay. You go to work because you have to go to work to make that income. You show up for your business because you have to show up for your business to grow your business. Okay. You can't just not feel like going to a job one day and then just think that you're going to make a bunch of money. You can't just not show up for your business, inconsistently in and out, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and think that you're going to go 200K. It don't work that way. Consistency is key. And it takes on average 7 to 21 exposures for somebody to even see interest. Right? Or to even express interest. How many of y'all watched before you started? I know a couple of you guys personally watched. Tammy, raise her hand. Tammy watched. Some of y'all watched before you started. I watched for 6 months. So if I watched for 6 months, why is it fair for me to expect somebody to sign up in 1 day? Why not give them the same grace that you were given? If it took you 1 year of watching, why not? Why do you expect people to sign up any quicker than you did? You know, like you wanted to have been given grace. If you watched for a year, you were given grace for that whole year, right? They met you where you were at for that whole year. Why are we not doing that the same for other people? Now, some of y'all are unicorns and you signed up the second that you were introduced, and that's great, but the majority of people are not like that. So I love the idea of opportunity posts, but how do you word it when talking about the VIP bonuses? So to stay compliant, you just have to say, you know, I can help you earn some VIP bonuses as a new promoter, or our new promoter bonuses, or, you know, a 4K rank advancement bonuses. You know, we are given in our emails the details of Operation Winning that says 4K equals $4,000. So in that email, you could screenshot it and maybe like use it to put it on your photo, like add it like to Pixar and add it to your photo. Or if you're making a story, I use the Unfold app sometimes for like my opportunity stories. Let's get kind of creative in there. There are certain fonts and like layouts that you can buy, but you don't have to. I did the free version for like the longest time, and then I got bored of the fonts, and so I got new fonts. But you can add that in there and talk about the 4K rank advancement bonus, and then the picture clear as day says $4,000. So I mean, just be careful with your wording because you want to stay compliant. Let's see. Everyone says currently reading the book. Awesome. The title of the book is Thriving: The American Dream by Jason Camper. How do you manage your time so that you can work your business and still be present with your kids? Time blocking. Listen, I think balance is a myth. Okay, balance is, then there's nothing. Okay, but I try my best. I have a whiteboard on my fridge, so I write down everything that I need to do on that whiteboard. From following up to, you know, doing. I just started Christmas in July for my team. We're doing giveaways for my team and our team page. I had that written down on there. I even put folding the laundry on there. Like I had to fold my laundry. So I write those things down. And when I am present with my kids, listen, I don't remember the name of like the hormone in our brain, oxytocin or something, whatever. Like it's that happy hormone. Whenever you get a notification, you're like, ooh, and you want to check the notification right away. And we all get that. We all are like refresh, waiting for messages, waiting for those likes, you know. We all have it. When I'm with my family or when I'm eating dinner, I'm with my family and I'm eating dinner. You know, when I'm out and I'm doing stuff with my family, that's who I'm with. When I'm working my business, I'm working my business. Like I think, you know, you can't give 100% to 10 things at once. Otherwise you're just half-assing everything, and in turn you're not getting anything done. So when I'm working my business, I wake up in the morning before my kids do. Don't think that I'm some super special, love the kind of morning person. I freaking hate the mornings. But I also know that that's my quiet time. That's the only time where I can intentionally hone in and get an hour's worth of work done without any distractions. So that's when I do that in the morning. You know, I take that 1 hour of intentional time and I work in the morning. And then obviously I will periodically do things throughout the day, like, you know, message people if they message me, and I post in my stories and those things. But I'm either 100% working my business or I'm 100% with my family. There's no in between, because when you do 50% and then 50% and you half-ass it. And then how many of y'all have ever started like 10 different tasks around the house and then you don't finish any of them? Same thing. You got to do one thing at a time. Becky said, trying to find the book, and all I can see is it comes out in July. If you go to the Lavelle Gear store, that's where it is. Short answers have been the game changer for me. I'm telling you, only answer what is asked. You find out that even when you just say it's the Thrive experience, they Google it and ghost you. I don't get ghosted super often. I mean, I do get ghosted sometimes, it happens. But I try to end everything with a question. So like, it's called the Thrive experience. Have you ever heard of it? Like I always ask a question because that's kind of like retaliates an answer. And if it is kind of like a dead end, like if I say, you know, hey, if someone says, hey, what do you do for a living? And I say, hey, I'm partnered with an online company that specializes in premium grade nutrition. what questions can I answer for you? Or if they come back, if I'm telling them details and they're like, oh, okay, sounds cool. I'm like, do you have any questions that I can answer for you? I literally like, do you have any questions? Like, can I answer any questions for you? I'm always asking them a question because I want to keep that conversation going. My Instagram name is Katie L. Muntz. And do you reach out to your cold market randomly? No, I have in 3.5 years, I've never cold messaged one single person in this business. Now let me just reiterate on that. I think there's a difference between cold messaging and reaching out to a friend. So cold messaging would be like, okay, let's say Kaylin, she just earned 4K last night. So exciting. I don't know her from Adam. I don't know who she is. Cold messaging is me messaging her saying, hey, we've never talked before, like literally ever. Know nothing about you, but do you want information on my business or my products? That's a cold message. Some people do, and I'm not knocking it, but that's just how I work my business is I don't. But if I'm looking at, Danny, and I know that Danny has 2 girls, and I know that she's working 2 full-time jobs and she's struggling to keep her head above water, I will message Danny as a friend. If we've talked multiple times or like we've hung out before, we're in the same friend group, or we've been Facebook friends for, a year, and we've always kind of had that rapport with each other. It's a different thing to say, hey, Danny, I see your posts. I know that you're struggling. I feel for you because that was me at one point. I don't know if you've ever seen what I'm doing or if you've seen the stuff I talk about, but I really think it could help you. Would you ever be open to hearing about it? There's a difference there, okay, between messaging somebody that I don't know from the next person to reaching out to one of my friends and saying, look, I think what I have can really make a difference in your life. Dopamine is the drug in your brain. I said oxytocin. You know what I'm talking about, okay? I obviously don't know any of that. You don't need to be smart. Do I voice message or type? I voice message, you guys. And that's the thing too. Humans don't have scripts. I mean, I can tell you all day long what I say to people, and what I say to people a majority of the time is the same. Because I'm very consistent with what I say. I know that what I say works best for me. You have to find what works best for you. But whenever I'm like having an in-depth conversation with somebody, I do voice message. I love voice messaging. I will voice message you, but if you voice message me 7 minutes of something, I will listen to the first one and the last one, and I will pretend that I know what happened in the middle. I'm so sorry. I don't have 7 minutes to listen to a voice message. I'll listen to like the first 30 seconds of the first one and then the last 30 seconds of the last one, and I'll try to put the rest together myself. Okay. Does anybody have any other questions? Or it's been almost an hour, so I don't want to keep y'all longer than normal. No. Okay. Have a good rest of your night, you guys. Happy July. For those of you guys that are going for your rank advancement bonus, listen, you guys, don't count yourself out. Don't count yourself out, and don't be that person that runs hard for the first 7 days. I've seen that happen. I've seen it happen. People will run for the first week, for the first 2 weeks, and they're like, I'm on track, I'm on track, I'm on track. And then one day they're like, shoot, I'm not on track. And then they just join the witness protection program because they fell off track one day. And they're like, well, couldn't do it, fell off track. It's like, who freaking cares? Who cares? I was not on track for 200K the month that I hit it. The last day, I remember the second to last day of the month. So I hit 200K. Actually, it was yesterday was my 200K anniversary. But the second to last day of the month, so June 29th, we were at $172,000 in sales. We had 48 hours left in the month. We were at $172,000 in sales. We pulled out 25, 28, I don't know math, okay, listen. $28,000 in sales in 48 hours. If you're behind, it's okay, keep going. Someone falls off, it's okay, keep going. Because I would rather get to the end of the month and know that I gave it every single thing in me. And I fell a little bit short, and that's okay. But I could say that I had, job well done because I gave it my all. Then get to the end of the month and go, damn, what would have happened if I would have given it my all? What would have happened if I would have stayed consistent? In 3 months, don't be like, what would have happened if I kept going? What would have happened if I stayed more consistent? What would have happened if I followed up more? What would have happened if I didn't quit? Because in a year from now, when everybody else on this Zoom is living their best life, you don't want to be the one that's like, damn, I should have been there, but I quit. Okay, the what ifs will kill you. What's up?
Hi.
What?
Hi, I'm Trisha.
Hi.
Hi. I know exactly what you're saying. And yeah, I started on Thrive and I did give up for a bit and then I went back. And it did help me, but I was like just, completely depressed,
Right. It
you
happens.
know.
Yeah. I've been there before. I mean, life's not easy, but you're
So
back.
and like just a lot of things. And I got back on it. And I felt so much better and I've been feeling a lot better. But and you have to know the regimen of what your gut can take.
Right.
You
Yeah.
because
Well, I'm
so many vitamins, and I really want everybody to understand that because it really is something that is very serious when everybody is doing this. And I am 100% behind it.
right.
One,
That's important. Yeah,
one,
our products are premium grade. They're the best of the best, you guys. It does not get any better. And it's okay that you stepped away. You're back now. That's all that matters. And you don't owe anybody an explanation as to why you took time off. I've had people leave and come back and they're like, how do I restart? And I'm like, you just do. You don't owe anybody an explanation. You don't have to explain it to anybody. You jump back in like you never left off. People do not notice inconsistency. They don't. If you quit tomorrow, nobody would ever notice. But if you stay consistent, they sure will notice. People don't notice inconsistencies. They only pay attention to what you're consistent with. So happy Thursday, you guys. Happy July 1st. Let's just kick it off strong and kick ass this month. I'm so excited to see who hits these rank advancement bonuses. I'm always here if any of you guys need me. Shoot me a message. I'm in the Dream Team page. If you're on my team, obviously, like you have full access to me. I'm pretty sure all you guys have my number. So I will talk to y'all whenever I do. I had fun. Thanks for having me, guys. Bye.